Jinn, beings of fire that exist in a mystical dimension distinct from our own, yet sometimes interact with us in strange, mysterious ways. We talked about Jinn before in detail, but what about human-Jinn hybrids, or half-human, half-Jinn? Is the union between humans and Jinn possible? And can they have offspring together? Well, according to Arabian folklore, the answer is yes. Various Arabian myths and legends have depicted romantic relationships between humans and Jinn. This forbidden love is said to result in the birth of extraordinary offspring that bridge the gap between the two realms. One of the most famous examples of what would come out of the relationship between humans and Jinn is An-Nisnas, depicted as a monstrous being with a half-human body. This strange appearance comes from An-Nisnas Jinn parent, a type of Jinn called Ashiq, which literally translates to half. What makes Nisnas terrifying is that it has the ability to kill any living being with a single touch, collapsing its victim into dust. Now, of course, not all human-Jinn hybrids are monstrous. In the Arabian lore, especially during the pre-Islamic era, it was believed that some individuals were actually half-Jinn. Although they appeared fully human, they were distinguished by being talented and gifted individuals who possess special abilities. In some cases, these hybrids inherit supernatural powers from their Jinn parent. This might include shapeshifting, magical powers, enhanced senses and strength, or even prophecy and foretelling. Another unique feature of half-Jinn, half-humans is that they are said to age very slowly, retaining a youthful appearance even as they grow old. And this feature comes from the belief that Jinn live much longer than humans. Tales about the union between humans and Jinn come from widespread beliefs rooted in pre-Islamic Arabia and passed down through generations. A number of ancient Arab tribes were thought to be descendants of a Jinn parent, typically a Jinn queen who was married to the head of the tribe. The most notable example we find in Arabic ancient tales is the Thamud tribe, who, according to some sources, were giants with superhuman strength. And it's not strange to attribute them to a supernatural entity back then, since Thamud literally made houses out of mountains. Throughout Arab history, and even after the spread of Islam, which considered many of these beliefs to be superstitions, the idea of a human falling in love with a Jinn or vice versa, or having offspring together, was not unusual. Such stories and tales were mentioned in various medieval Arabic sources, like Al-Faharist or the Catalogue of Books for Ibn al-Nadim, where he included a section covering tales about human-Jinn marriages and relationships. Till this day, you can come across many Arabian urban legends and folk tales about people who are married to a Jinn or even have children together. You may also hear local tales about half-Jinn humans who possess unusual traits and abilities. These hybrids are said to have a mysterious nature and can make themselves invisible to sight. They sometimes appear out of nowhere, interact with you, and then suddenly vanish before you even realize it. Half-Jinn are also said to have psychic abilities, and by asking their Jinn relatives, they can find hidden treasures and objects, or tell you things no one else knows, whether about yourself or other people that you know. Now, for many, these are just superstitions, but some still believe in them to be true. You can find many spooky stories online about people sharing their experience of what it's like being in a relationship with a Jinn. This Jinn is usually referred to as Al-Ashiq, which literally translates to the lover. Al-Ashiq is not a type of jinn by its own, but rather a general term refers to any type of jinn that shows a romantic interest in a human. Some claim that this jinn appears in their dreams and, in an experience similar to astral projection, takes them on a journey to different places where they visit distant locations across the globe in real time. Now, outside their dreams, the lover jinn might appear to them as a shadowy figure or a black cat that appears out of nowhere and visits each night. They may hear weird noises in the house or feel as if they are being watched by something. This jinn is also said to get so jealous if the human they love showed interest in someone else, and would always try to ruin their love life or any potential relationship. And of course, Al-Ashiq can be male or female, good or bad, and just like us, have different personalities. The idea of a human falls in love with a supernatural entity or vice versa exists in many different cultures across the globe. Now, of course, the exact nature of this supernatural entity may differ, but the concept remains the same. Take, for example, half-elves in Norse legends, half-fairies in Celtic folklore, and half-nymphs in Greek mythology. There's also the Dhampir in Balkan folklore, which is a half-vampire, half-human. In Japanese folklore, we can find half-human, half-yokai beings who usually inherit supernatural powers from their yokai parents. Abe Nuseme, a Japanese historical figure, was believed to be the son of a human and kitsune, or a fox spirit. In Welsh Arthurian legend, Merlin, a powerful wizard who served as the advisor of King Arthur, was said to be born of a mortal woman and an incubus demon. Another interesting example, this time from the Bible, is the Nephilim, a race of human-angel hybrids. And let's not forget about demigods, or the offspring of a deity and a human. So, as we can see, there are so many examples that we can find in myths and legends. In my opinion, beliefs in such hybrids likely served as an explanation for any unusual or unique trait that someone had, like beauty, strength, intelligence, or artistic talents. It was also a way to explain how an ancient civilization built something remarkable. I mean, even today, some people still believe that the construction of the pyramids may have had supernatural or alien involvement. So that's it for today. If you're interested in content like this, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and till next time.